Contour Global has developed itself as a global player in uniquely positioned growth projects on the energy market around the world. But there's one project that stands out, even in this highly specialized business segment. Lake Kivu in Rwanda, right in the heart of Africa, is the site of this most unique venture, KivuWatt.
It's a unique, everything what we do has not been done before anywhere in the world. So you need to adapt when things change. Even how good your design is not anticipated everything. It's like a building with your bare hands almost.
The western part of Rwanda, around the city of KivuWatt, is a lively region of traditional agriculture, yet fast developing and growing into modern age. The climate in the mountains allows conditions for vast tea plantations and therefore a possibility to produce exports in a country otherwise poor in natural resources. But the power supply in the countryside is unstable.
Now we have it, but it's shortly. So it is just about 5 minutes it comes on. It is 5 minutes comes on, another 10 minutes goes, 5 minutes comes on again. So we can't work in that condition.
On the other hand, the shore of Lake Kivu is one of the most beautiful landscapes in Africa, predestinated for high-class tourism, all of which needs a lot of energy to build and to function. That is why the production of electricity is crucial for the entire country.
This is the high-end hotel that provides quality service, but without power, we've had difficulties because it's not dangerous for a client to come and stay in a dark place, dark room.
That is where the peculiar conditions of Lake Kivu come into effect. Huge amounts of biogas from bacterial decomposition at the ground level of the lake have accumulated over thousands of years and are trapped under a layer of heavy water containing minerals washed out of the nearby volcanoes.
It's unique. It's the only lake in the world where you have gas extraction from the water. There's no other lake that has methane gas in this quantity.
This has a hazardous side effect. When the gas concentration reaches a critical point, or the lake is agitated too much by one of the regular earthquakes in this geologically unstable region, the gas can be set free, posing a threat to the life of the people living in the vicinity. In 1986, an incident like that at a similar lake in Cameroon killed thousands of people and livestock within hours. So the government of Rwanda was eager to put this precious natural resource to use while simultaneously reducing the potential danger for the people. But nobody was able to extract the gas from the lake in a safe and sustainable manner because this had never been done before anywhere in the world and the processes had yet to be invented.
It's in an inland lake. So there's a tendency to underestimate the marine aspects, which are quite demanding. It's also the environment is complex. Let's say you build the same contraption in Rotterdam harbor. There you can have an expert within 20 minutes on any type of business. Any expert you want to bring to KivuWatt is, of course, a major exercise. You have to bring him in from abroad, and that is, I think, that makes the project more complex. You don't have so many resources at hand as that you need to complete a project like this.
You collect a team which you have all the skills and experience, especially working on this continent for tens of years. I think if we took the total experience, African working experience of our team, we are talking about 150 years shared between a handful of guys who are the key resources to bring it together and take it to the end.
Finally, the specialists of Contour Global found a way to extract the gas from 350 meters depth and separate it from the water, while carbon dioxide is put back into the lake. To ensure the balance of the ecosystem, the methane gas is separated and used to propel the turbines of the power plant at the lakeshore, generating the highly needed electricity. What sounds so easy from today's point of view was a 7-year-long journey of inventing, trying, but also struggling and failing.
Well, it's easy when you have learned something. When you learn to walk, it's very easy, but before you learn, it's very difficult. So it's kind of similar. It's just a longer process than learning to walk. It takes about a year, but learning to build this kind of facility is taking 7 years to get it ready.
In the end, the efforts paid off. Phase 1 of the KivuWatt project is now online, bringing highly anticipated power to the people of Rwanda and revenue to the investors.
There was a lot of risk, but you have to take these risks, and we had to demonstrate to the private sector that we, as the African Development Bank, and our other partners such as FMO, Bio, and the Emerging Africa Fund, that it is worth the risk.
They were very committed, and they stuck on what they have started, and I like it. I think it's not everybody who would have got that courage. I like their way of struggling, and we have been struggling together, and we know which struggle they are now winning. So I'm very proud of what they are achieving now.
And this good citizenship is what the philosophy of Contour Global is about. Not only investing in a project, but also integrating the local population into it, funding charitable projects, qualifying local workers, and therefore gaining return benefit by empowering industrial growth and stabilization in developing regions.
A lot of people depends on us. All of this region, you see, we have about 435 employees. So if we close, so many people, they are suffering. So that's the reason why we need electricity.
We have had a problem of power for quite a long time because our president is doing a lot of efforts to make sure that we come out and we aggressively work for our better lives and improve our country and our lives. And in that regard, we are proud of partnering with KivuWatt to give us power.
With the completion of Phase 1 and an output of 25 megawatt to the local power grid up and running, Phase 2 of the KivuWatt project is soon to be launched. In the next 3 years, 3 more barges will be deployed at Lake Kivu, resulting in a total of 100 megawatt, and therefore doubling the actual power production of the entire country.
Yeah, the 100 megawatt power supply from KivuWatt would really make a huge contribution to the development of Rwanda. And of course, we as a Contour Global, we are very proud to be part of the development in Rwanda, who is the shining example in the middle of the continent, how things can be run properly and well.
Rwanda, a land where tradition meets modernity, where industrial growth and touristic development go hand in hand with the inherited way of the fishermen, harvesting the lake as they did 100 years ago. And while the sun sets over Lake Kivu, Contour Global is ready to accompany Rwanda's unique way into a bright future.